Do-do-do-do. You're live. Okay. Hey, everybody. I'm going to assume that your live is true. Yeah, give a countdown. I will do that. So, my name's Bean. I run Superhot VR. Currently the world record holder as of like a week ago. Just gotta throw that out there a little bit. I'll let my couch introduce them real quick, the virtual couch, if you don't mind.
Yo, I'm Gib. I've been playing Superhot for like 6 months now. I got into speedrunning immediately. Love the game.
I'm Quilla. I've been playing Superhot for maybe 5 or 6 months now, and I only started running about 2 months ago.
Yeah, so this is kind of an interesting game for the whole virtual reality aspect, but it's also a pretty fun speed game. So I'm just going to start it off. The timer is on when I shoot the guy, so if one of you guys can give me a countdown, I'll just time it on that. This is a quick 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so let's go. So you guys should explain the main gimmick of this game for people who don't know Superhot.
So in this game, time only moves when you move. So when you're still, everything else is still.
Yeah, and so for like the standard game, that means WASD a lot. But for me, since it's virtual reality, I'm actually waving my arms around and going kind of nuts. Because we really just want the game to go as quickly as possible, so you're going to see me waving my arms around just kind of frantically as I'm aiming, you know, like moving my left hand a lot as I'm aiming with my right hand, that kind of thing.
Speedrunning this game is sort of a balancing act between trying to get it to run at its maximum speed and not getting shot or punched.
Yep. Yeah, that's the main thing that goes wrong in this. You know, some weird stuff can happen and you can get off route, but if you die, you just get sent back to the beginning of the level, which isn't that big a deal, but it's a big time loss. So,
Yeah, the biggest thing on this is RNG. The pistols and the Uzis all have different amounts of ammo based on when you're...
yeah, no, there's a lot of luck in this game, so that's also a big factor for sure. But as we see more of it, we can explain it more. So I'm sure I won't get super good luck. It doesn't happen very often. But for the most part, I know where a lot of the enemies are going to spawn, I know where a lot of the enemies are going to go, and I just try to shoot them. So far, this is a pretty good run. There's been a tiny bit of stuff, but nothing major at all. The early levels are definitely easier, but they can still be tricky. This one's one of the trickier ones. And one of the much bigger luck factor ones. So that guy can randomly go left or right, so I was kind of confused on which way he decided to go today. Oh, please shoot him. Oh my god, look at that. That was me being terrible. Hitting far away is pretty difficult. Because, first of all, you know, I have to actually physically aim, and aiming is hard when they're far away. That's not very complicated. But also the Uzi has a tiny bit of random spread, so that can make it hard.
The Uzi's random spread makes it a little bit difficult to use, but because you can just send out big clouds of bullets at guys, it's typically the fastest thing to go with.
Yeah,
It's kind of the worst.
Yeah, the Uzis they can cover so much area since they have so many bullets, so it kind of makes up for that for sure. You guys want to explain the gun show real quick? What I've been kind of doing the entire run?
Right, so the gun show loophole, typically whenever you hit a grab, you can't take the guns with you, but if you're careful with your timing, you can grab the grab pyramid, then grab the gun, and it will actually come with you to the next stage.
Yes, I'll do it right here. Okay, that was a bad idea. But I'm not using that throughout the entire run. Like right here, you see I take this gun with me, which I'm not normally supposed to have. That gun went way too far behind me. That was the first step, though. Still an okay run. You see here, I'm just kind of taking this gun and using it for the next stages. There's usually plenty of guns in most levels to use, so you don't use it everywhere. But a lot of times it's faster to, you know, have your arms still out and be taking it from level to level than have to go find the gun, pick it up, and then aim it.
coming up now is when Bean gets his superpowers. So it's pretty much another tutorial in the game right now coming up to where he's gonna use his controllers and it kind of mind waves into the other enemy, and that's the device he can use to kill people.
Yeah, and this is actually a great showcase of the gun show loophole coming up, because you're supposed to, it's a tutorial for the mind power, right? So you're supposed to use the mind power, but we can actually just gun show a gun in and use it instead, and it's faster. But see, I can do that. So now I can do that at any time. You only do it every once in a while, though. And it's kind of slow because you have to, like, you know, channel it on them. But here we're just going to grab this gun and take it, and we're supposed to be... I was supposed to mind power both those guys, but instead I just shoot them. Yeah, but that mind power is slow.
Great time save.
Yeah, that mind power is slow, but it's also very guaranteed since, you know, I don't have to aim. It just kind of locks onto them.
Just so long as you don't get hit while you're doing it, and nobody shoots your hands. Because if your hands get shot, you can't use the mind wave power. So
Yeah.
there's also a cooldown for the mind wave, so you can't just use it over and over. Another interesting thing is occasionally in some parts of the game, you can actually throw an object where an enemy is going to spawn before they spawn there in order to kill them without like wasting any time on it.
Yeah, it's pretty much never actually quick. But I tried for it there, and it's really difficult to do. Oh, I can't believe I missed that guy. Ooh. And you see, so if you haven't noticed already, the bullets really, you have to leave the bullets a lot, because the bullets are surprisingly not very bullet-like in terms of speed in this game. So that can make some things tricky. If the enemy gets into a situation that I'm really used to in terms of him moving, it can be hard for me to tell where I'm supposed to be putting the bullet.
That's also why we move our arms so much when we're running this game. The only reason is to get the bullets to the person.
Pretty much.
I completely messed up this level, but we're fine.
There's a lot of compensation of where to shoot versus where somebody's supposed to be as well. So you have to shoot where they're going to be rather than where they are in a lot of cases.
Which, there's a lot of random enemy pathing, like where the enemies decide to walk is pretty random. So that's kind of frustrating, that combination, a lot of the time. Where it's like, oh, I hope you go to the right because I have to leave my shot and I need to do this quick, so I'm going to fire to the right of you.
Next level coming up is pretty tricky. He's got to kill the guy in front of him with no guns while dodging bullets. It's usually where we go the slowest in the whole game.
Yeah, normally in this level you're supposed to just dodge bullets until Pyramid spawns and go and grab it so you get teleported behind him. But instead I'm going to use the power that I got earlier to just kill a guy immediately and skip all that.
It's a much faster way to play this level.
Yep. Just the thing though. Okay. Definitely one of the trickier levels though. It's going good so far. Okay. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good as far as part. This next one is very RNG heavy because there's lots of long range stuff, and you, for a lot of the part, need to use a shotgun. You see how that shotgun spread went all around that one guy? It's actually gonna hit him with the same. But
Down in some cases, that's just a slower way of doing it. So you kind of got to know which gun to pick up and where to take it to, and that seems to help out a lot with the runs, being consistent.
It's even possible to take two guns with you with the gun show loophole, but it doesn't really help in any circumstance that we've discovered so far.
yeah, so this level. This level is really hard in terms of pathing because it's just not super consistent. So I'm having to improv a lot here, and it's not the easiest thing. And you, there we go.
And of course, the enemies all have infinite ammo.
Yeah, so you can't just wait for them to run out of ammo or anything. We eventually got it though. You know, one death isn't like terrible. This is the last level of the game though. Pretty short game. And we go through it pretty quickly, so this is the last one. Definitely hard, but I'm gonna hope that it's kind to me. There's a lot in the first few stages. They're, for the most part, reasonably easy. There's a lot of luck with shotguns since the bullet spread is random. There's a lot of luck in where you're shooting actually hitting enemies. Sometimes the shotgun sprinkles go all around them. Oh, it's also not picking up that gun. We're good though. We're gonna get that Uzi, which is a backup. Okay. Alright,
So yeah, this level's the only level where we really don't know all of its RNG. So basically the last level of this is just shooting everyone arcade style.
Dang it! Oh, yeah, the guy on the left is the one who can get to you really quick. So that sucks, but yeah, like it was saying, they just randomly spawn around and you have to improv absolutely everything. Oh, please get that. There's some things we know, such as the person on the left is easiest to come out and kill you quickly, so you want to be the most mindful of him. That's pretty good. Yeah, we died one time. So time is actually when this pyramid explodes, so sorry for not heads up there, but that is time. I don't know what that was, but... What was that? Do you guys see what it is?
Oh, I didn't have it timed.
Alright. Well, it was an okay run. You know, a few deaths, not a big deal. There's also a whole story kind of thing here with Kings of Suicide, so it ends with me shooting myself. Fun fact, you're supposed to just like see Superhot here and whatnot, but you still have the gun, so you can just like click around with it. Don't know why they didn't notice that, but that's the run, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm all warm and sweaty since I've been running around a lot, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm Bean, Twitch BeanSSBM, and there's Gib Shrugs and Quilla. Quilla streams some, Gib not so much, but maybe starting to. Yeah, so check them out, check us all out. Got a good community. But thanks for having us. Shots fired.